Morning.
Morning. John, did you try to submit a product page over the weekend?
Yeah.
I got an email this morning saying that there's an issue with one of the submissions, Rad Radio.
Yeah, what's the issue?
Doesn't say, but I can log into the App Store and see.
Okay, let's get started on it. Why don't you go ahead?
Yes, John. So today I work on. Danny sent me one new requirement, like when someone new will send inside code.
You're cut out.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay. So I was saying that Danny sent me one requirement. When new user onboard, it will send inside our group message, welcome new user group, with their info like their name, city, state, and then and phone number, and
Okay.
when they onboarded. So that thing today I work on it. So I created pull request for it.
When they
J
join which group?
no. When they onboarded into Circle app and complete onboarding.
Where was this going to be then?
That's the message
So
that's going to send automatically to the chat I set up with Chantal, Lisa, and Tori, letting us know when a new user onboards.
That one. Okay, got it.
so it's completed. So I created pull request for it. Jerry also reviewed it. So I will test it. So after that, so first I will Danny I will test it on QA. Then everything will work. Then we will push it to prod.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So John, that's it from my side.
Okay. Did you see the message Jerry was asking you? And
Yes. I checked it also. Like before Jerry, I updated my bio. It is working for me also. So like we are not getting the parameter what Jerry said. So it is from the app side. So Ismail can check.
Okay. Ismail, will you help us take a look into this? It's in the development channel. It looks like I saw a user change their bio and hit done, and then it didn't update. But then Amit and Jerry's tested it and said it did update. Um, First of all, did you see that in the development channel in Slack?
I did see it, but it seems that I have kind of lost it. Let me see where is it? Is it not the last thing we talked about?
No, there's like
Uh,
a thread going on, so it's like a few messages back.
oh, yeah, to go to a thread. Okay, I see. Okay, I see it now.
Okay, yeah. Let's try and debug what's going on there. So Jerry, how do you know? What did you say the API wasn't being called?
It wasn't providing the bio. Like the bio was not in the request body. I sent the screenshots and links and everything.
Okay, that's the proof evidence there.
Yep.
Okay. What does that tell you, Ismail?
Let me see. Just give me a second. My email wants me to verify signing in.
Okay.
It's the Barbie screen on the Rad Radio product page, Sean.
I don't know what their problem is with that. Sometimes they allow it, sometimes they don't.
I know.
It's so ridiculous.
Do you want me to remove the video?
No.
Okay.
Um,
Looks like they had just finished onboarding. So that can be our clue there.
Mm-hmm. True.
because we have a temporary one and then we want to reset it. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I can if I can reproduce it by with a fresh onboard and see if the same thing happens or not.
Okay.
You guys can move on as I do this, so we're not.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, like, what could that have anything to do with it? Because it wasn't like immediately after onboarding, right? Didn't you do it?
Correct. But it was in the same second. And I'm saying it's related. I'm just saying I want to see if I can reproduce it because the quickest way to debug this if I can reproduce it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Okay, yeah, let me know what you come up with. Jerry, let's get your update.
Yeah. In the middle of working on some various things right now. Let's see what we have covered already is I was just taking a list at what you sent me over the weekend, John. You sent me the tag say see what's hot. That has been updated.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll get to that discover feed thing last because that just a little more in depth. Let's see. We just we just deployed the message that goes out when somebody onboards
Okay.
into prod.
The one that Danny was just talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having Amit. He's doing one more thing. He's adding the country that they didn't specify the
Oh, right.
country. I was like, yeah, the country's going to be useful here.
Okay.
So have that going on here. You said what's that, Amit?
So I'm committing those changes.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So I also left a comment about the app check token thing with the Firebase error, John.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I left a note for Amine to check that. This is the app check token that we enabled Friday. I don't know if this is hmm. Oh, she agreed to assist tomorrow. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So if
I'm
she's
gonna message her right now. Let's see if she's available in about 30 minutes or
yeah.
so.
I think we know how to get her in, but but what happens is we like have to disable the auth check, the app check. Sorry, we have to disable the app check um, to have that skip. But that may not even be the solution, depending on how she got the app and how her phone's set up. She's on a Huawei phone, so I don't know if those have any. Which no, I've seen Huawei users get in. It could be something with however her phone is set up, though.
Also, like you mentioned, the carrier. This is more like a device related than a carrier. For the app check, it's not like this is not like verifying the phone number. This is verifying the device. So the carrier, it's irrelevant here. More like her device, her settings, how she got the
Right.
app.
Right. Okay. Is there anything I should ask her directly about that?
Yeah, like ask her from where she did get the app. Is it the official app store? And if yes, was it like bundled or you had to do some steps to get it? Um, would say this now. Also, like there's what they call like Google Play services.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if she can understand what's that, if it's that enabled or not, because it plays a role. But more importantly, like where she did get the app from, and if it's the app store, was it bundled or she had to do some steps to get it on her device?
Hmm. Um, okay. Let me get her to respond first. s-
She might say, she might say yes because she would think that's the Play Store, like the Google Play Store. It's just like ask her to be like what's the logo, the app icon, what's the app name? Because
where could she have got it? That wouldn't
home
be
screen, huh?
that
Uh,
wouldn't be, where it wouldn't be the Play Store. Like where could she have got it?
there's alternative stores for Android.
Huh. Okay. It's unlikely, and the reason is, um, these users are coming in through a Google Ads,
Mm.
Google AdWords, so like they're already in the Google ecosystem.
Well,
And this is also someone who's not techie.
again, like the alternate, yeah, I know, like the alternative store, it works exactly as like the Google Play Store, just like it's not the Play Store, you know. If a link that's supposed to
Um,
open the Play Store,
you know what? Even more likely, I actually sent her the link to the Play Store.
mm.
Yeah, I remember
Well,
that conversation. Yeah, here's the link I sent her.
yeah, if she's gonna be able to assist, we're gonna do some login and do some OTA and see what's in there.
Okay, let's rule out. I think she got it from the Play Store because
Mhm.
there's like almost impossible she didn't. So like, what were the other possibilities?
Well, the token, if it fails, the app check token, if it fails because the app is coming was installed from untrusted source. That's all like
It's the
what it said.
only way it's supposed to fail.
Yeah, that I'm aware of. Could be something else.
Let's
Well,
ask. Let's
this,
ask.
this
the
is what.
AI.
Yeah, I'm following the documentation,
Mhm.
like for that error, what it means from the documentation. Like this is the
Yeah,
people who work on this, and that's what they tell you. If you see this error, this is what it means.
but you
And
know how it is. Like sometimes we
yeah,
have errors that could be two different things.
yeah, that's well. I'm just saying what I'm aware of. Could be something else that it's not even like known.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Let's ask AI if there are other possibilities because sometimes there's things written in other blogs and articles that it'll have
Hmm.
access to that we wouldn't know. And then also, Jerry, could we do a ticket with or maybe Amine, you could help with this, like do a ticket with it would be Firebase, right?
What they're going to ask for is they're going to ask for, I would say, minimum reproducible code
Yeah.
that reproduces our environment. Because the only other thing would be is they would have to be working with that person in South Africa directly.
Yeah, it's not the code. It's more like
I'd
the
be interested
person.
if you just check the phone number.
But that's app check though. App check isn't related to the phone number.
Well, Firebase gave us the error, right?
Yes,
Yep,
but they gave us an app check token error that isn't related to the phone.
number.
The phone number.
Phone
Yeah.
number, correct.
Yeah. But related to the phone.
Yeah, the device, not the carrier. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Um, do we have a way of looking up how many other people got that error?
Yep.
Obviously, she's not the only one.
Yep. Let's
I'd
find out.
be, I'd be very interested, and it might be a shocking number.
Let's see.
And Amin, are you digging in a little deeper, see if there's other reasons that could happen?
Yes. I'm going through like GitHub issues for now.
Okay.
Fun part. I have to find the error first in the logs. App check token is invalid. So since we enabled it, this weekend I see 150 cases, but that doesn't necessarily mean 150 users. Let me see if I see retries going on here. Yeah, there's a retry. And there's another retry. Another same person.
Okay, how many did you say?
I see 150, but I see a bunch of retries.
Okay.
So it could be something around
150 people this weekend.
not
No,
100 people, 150 cases. I see the same person so far right here tried 4 times.
Yeah, but over which period of time?
Since we enabled it on the 9th.
How many users is it?
That is not something I can easily aggregate.
Mhm.
It just says results, and I don't have options
So
to
from
group.
Sentry, from Sentry, it says here, what is it? It's not what I'm looking. I don't know. Like in the search, it showed me an error. When I go inside of it, it's a different error. I don't know. Essentially, is not grouping this correctly. Let me do more.
If
Like,
if
yeah,
I
in this search, it shows me like 4 users for the past 7 days. But when I go inside, it's a totally different error. I don't know, like what's wrong with Sentry. Yeah, go on. Sorry to interrupt.
another thing too here is how much is this? Wasn't there something with Ismail testing? He was getting this error while testing.
No, that's different. Like we figured it out because he had some issue
Well,
with environment.
okay, well I'm including his in here.
Oh,
So he's part of the 150 is what I'm saying. I don't know how many times that was responsible for him. Um, but yeah, I see a lot of users are retrying 2 or 3 times. So I would say the number is less than 50 unique users.
How many?
Less than 50, more than, I mean, I would say somewhere is around 50.
Okay, that's not good. And where are they? Can you tell where they're located?
The ones that I'm seeing, mostly South Africa.
Where else? I mean, are there any in the
I've
United
not
States?
seen I have not seen one that was not Ismail, that was not South Africa. Everyone that I checked,
Oh wait, so wait, Ismail got it?
well, it was because his simulator. That's different issue.
Okay, yeah.
But everybody that I've checked so far is South Africa and nowhere else.
Okay. Wonder what that means. Hmm.
Uh-huh. An Android version, and I think they're all Androids, of course, but Android versions. Yep, all the Android versions of C 11, 12, 14. Um, mhm.
I gotta blow my nose. One sec, be right back.
The only thing I can wonder is I wonder if it's some configuration with like some Huawei phones.
Are they all Huawei?
They are not all Huawei. What is this one? Camon. What is it? Camon. This
Is
is
that
an
also
Android.
Chinese?
Techno Camon 30 Premier. What the
Sounds
heck?
sounds like a Chinese phone.
Yeah, it's probably a Chinese phone. What is this?
So ChatGPT says it's almost always a mismatch or misconfiguration around play integrity plus SHA-256 fingerprints, or using debug test builds without registering them for app check. We
Mhm.
didn't, right?
Which that was probably Ismail's problem.
Okay, so short answer, I mean, it's almost always a mismatch or misconfiguration around play integrity plus SHA-256 fingerprints.
yeah. That's what it's about this error, and that's why I did some logging. Like we still did not merge. I'm not sure if we merged that PR.
Which one?
So like I did a PR that has some login. So I log like their certificate, the SHA certificate,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and so I can verify it which with the one because there's only one certificate hash. It's registered in the dashboard and it should match the one in the app. They should like match. And so ours did not change for sure. It's the same. But like theirs that they have in the app, it's different than we initially like shipped. Because like when we ship the app, it's like it's assigned with this token. It is signed with it. But when the like Firebase go and inspect that token, it did a check and it's not the same. So it got changed somehow in the device. How? Like one possibility, like either they have a different Play Store, so that's why they got a different token, app token, or there's some antivirus app we re-signed the app, so it has a different token hash. And to confirm that, I did like login, but like it's not. I'm not sure if it's merged or not, but that's gonna be helpful to know what's going on. Let me see.
Take a look at the answer I just put in Slack on the development channel too, because I don't know how helpful this is, but it sounded like they had a. It says here's a tight checklist to fix it fast. I mean, sounds good. I don't know how realistic it is, but check that out.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, for just from scanning this, it does seem like there's a lot of ways it can go wrong. More than just like them getting it off an untrusted source.
Confirm object provider and fingerprints in Firebase console. Yeah, like all of, like the first point,
Yeah,
one.
there's a lot though. There's one, two, three, four, five,
Yeah,
six.
like the in Firebase console. Yeah, there's only play integrity. There's nothing else like
Okay.
that you enable if you want to have it. So that's what we're doing. Otherwise, nothing will work. In Firebase, using your app, add every shot that can sign your app. So the second bullet point of number one, like
Mhm.
add every SHA. So we have like two SHA, like one for development and one for like it's called one, yeah, one for release and one for development. Both of them it's added. So
Okay.
that's how the comparison happen. Like the one that we aware of and we know that's coming from our certificate that we do generate with our passwords and everything, we know it's added, so it's there. But it turned out like they have a different shot. Where did they get it? I don't know. You'll play apps in from play console. You'll play everything. Your upload case sources if different. Any we don't do that. Your debug case source that's only for debugging. If you're testing pre-release builds, this is not our case. This is for debug provider. This is like rollout order. Well, here is just like just don't enforce object, but we need it to be enforced. Initiate this object before first virus is decay. And that's what we do. It's the first thing that happens. We initialize object.
It
It's
says
a very
enforcement with a missing fingerprint yields token invalid. Is it possible we could be missing the fingerprint?
what fingerprint? It was only a button that has enforce, and we pressed on it. Like,
Hmm. Okay,
we,
um, this user
yeah,
got.
I'm not sure what he. Let me. There's a link. Let me click on it and see what he means by that. Yeah,
Okay, so this user did get back to me. Said she's available. what would what would you like me to do with for her?
let's ask if she where did she get the app? Is it the official Play Store, or she
Okay.
has like a different?
Okay.
And
I find that if I ask a lot of questions, I'm gonna stop getting answers soon. And
yeah,
I'm 99% sure she got it from my link. So
mm,
is that the best question to ask?
mm, there's still like there's still if she got like if she's installing any kind of antivirus app, like what if she can tell us the name or like
That's the kind of thing that would get in the way.
it could be. I'm not sure. I'm really not really sure. So I'm having two theories. Either
Mm.
she got the app from a store that it's not official, not the Play Store, or she did, but she has like an app installed in her device, an antivirus app or something like that. That that app changes our SHA for some reason. So these are my two theories that I don't know which one is, you know. And with more login, if she we can do a we can do an OTA with the changes that I did, but if she can but we have to push a release now. If she can update and try again, we can see the logs from session replay and see what's going on.
So she's not going to have those logs there. No.
Yeah, the logs. We need like a release for those logs to be so we
Okay.
can help them.
Okay. So I'm going to ask her if she got it from the Play Store and if she has an antivirus app installed. Well, I mean, I didn't see that in the ChatGPT response. Like, it didn't say anything about, unless I didn't read it all, about like a antivirus app. What about some of these other points? Read through these and before I
Yeah,
mess.
I'm going through them.
Yeah, I would say anything that could interfere with the play services as well. And that could be anything on the phone. Yeah, antivirus would be one of them, or just any hmm, almost like a maybe it's not an antivirus or maybe some privacy app, something that would basically disable play services, and it's just kind of security related, or like I
We're
don't really.
talking 50. We're talking 50 people.
Yeah, I understand there's 50 people, and again, I don't know much about the culture. I don't think there are technical people either that would really care about that. But there's something on their phone that is unusual that we're not accounting for.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this is all people in South Africa just getting this error. I think
It's also primarily what got the downloads. But it's not to say it wouldn't happen somewhere else.
I can think I went through the ChatGPT. Like he said, maybe they have again devices with Google Play services disabled, rooted devices, failing integrity. Like that's I'm sure they have something on the device that we're not taking into consideration, and it happens all of them from South Africa, and all of them based to Century, they are low device, like and older versions of Android, 12, 10. They're not recent, most of them.
I've seen 13 and 14 in there.
Yeah.
The only thing that I've noticed is that they're mostly Chinese phones.
Yeah.
But I know Chinese phones do get in. But maybe that's what they all use over there too.
They do use a lot of those, and they work fine. I mean, also we just turn this on.
Well, to assess better, we have to have a new release where there is login, so I can see that shot. Um, Other than that, we're just gonna keep guessing. That's why we did that PR.
Okay. Um, I don't know what to ask her. I'm just asking her if she did download from the Play Store, if she has antivirus apps. So then she says no. I don't know where we go from there. Um, I wish there was something we could do to test with her, like right now, like her log in or her send us some info, like we do OTA or something to.
Um, so to log the SHA, it needed some native code, and with native code we can do OTA updates. We have to do a release.
Jerry, can you take down my profile picture?
On
It's not test. The one with the cat with the orange background. I have a theory. I think it's because, well, in the code here, it looks like we have something that says
QA.
Yeah, in QA, please.
Yep.
I think it might have to do with the image, believe it or not, but I want to test it further. But I have to not have an image, I guess.
Try again.
Now I shouldn't have an image.
Yeah. Reload your app.
What am I doing here? Can you guys give me something to go? I mean, this it's already like late evening time for her, and it's just another one I feel like it's slipped through our fingers. We had 100 invites sent yesterday, 100, 0 converted. We obviously have some mystery problems that are eluding us, and they're
Have you been able to talk to anybody about sending
no,
me?
it's not that easy. It's really difficult. They're all the way around the world. They don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't owe me anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, and even when they do, yeah, like this one girl got back to me, and let me read you what she said. This is what I'm dealing with. So I wrote her a very detailed question on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
She got back to me late last night, which is I was in bed. Hi, I can share the link, but I will check it out to see if it work can be downloaded. So that doesn't really answer my question, right?
Mm-hmm.
At all. And this is very similar to what the other guy said. Like, yeah, I could share the link. And then like even when Amit's testing it, he's clicking his own link. Like it's not we need to know if the guy receiving it receives it, A, B, takes it in the app store. And it's hard. I asked I couldn't have been more specific. I told her where to tap. And then I said, does it open WhatsApp for you? And are you able to send them an invite to join Circles? Also, does the link work for them? Are they able to click the invite link and then download Circles from the App Store? I mean, it can't be more clear.
Mhm.
Right. So I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, eventually, like, I just don't want this to go on weeks. It's already been weeks, and I want to. I know we. I mean, we have tools. Like, we obviously can do things on our end. We know the users that are having trouble, and we have lots of tools at our disposal. Where do we go from here? I don't want to just make our whole reliance on people that barely speak our language.
Mm. Well, the logging Amine is adding will help. Um,
Well, I think we're talking about two stuff. He
oh,
like
we're talking about the invites.
We're talking about two things. I mean, they're both the same
yeah.
core at the core. The
Mhm.
problem is we're not getting what we expect,
Mhm.
and we can't count on people to tell us accurately.
Mhm.
So I think we need to use our tools. I don't want to rely on anybody else. I want our team to solve these issues, and we're just throwing our hands in the air and going, I don't know. It's kind of could be anything, but it's affecting vast amounts of users, like huge numbers. Like it, it's a cost, a big cost.
Mhm.
So
Well, yeah, for logging in, we did some logs. That's gonna help us to know what's going on there. As for invite, like if people like you remember the issue like we discovered Friday because of local numbers, they are malformatted because of the app, our app, and we discussed how we're gonna fix it. I mean, that's like for opening the WhatsApp correctly. But the other stuff of like what link is being sent and why the user not pressing it, that I don't know. Like I don't have. It's more like more a bag and that. I don't have more insights for
on
that.
which one are you discussing there?
Like the invites.
Yeah, that yeah.
So
I
there's
mean,
two parts.
there's something broken.
Yeah, there's two parts. Like the first one, we figured out what's broken in it, which is if a user try to invite via WhatsApp, the WhatsApp should say this phone number is not correct. Right? You remember that?
Yeah, that's right. So that didn't make it into a build, did it?
No, we just talked about it Friday, and it should like I'll be finishing working on it like today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Danny got me access to the API.
Okay,
I need
great.
him to link up I need him to link up a WhatsApp phone number to the
Yep.
account.
Okay.
I
Okay.
told him that, but yeah, once we do that, then we should be able to start verifying if the phone number is on WhatsApp.
Okay. So this auth token thing here, she hasn't responded yet. It's been 5 minutes. We'll see. Um, she's probably like, I don't know. um, can't we? What I don't tell me what we have. We know this the user, their phone. Like, could I have her take a screenshot of something? Like, would that help us? Um, screen
Like
record.
the home screen where she got the app store. So like in like the Play Store,
Yeah.
she could just know, maybe she even know like what's Apple official app store, which is an alternative. But like if she
Don't
can
forget.
get like,
Don't forget. I sent her the link.
I know, but like
So
yeah,
I think it said on there that the source store for the app. I mean, that's what's in whatever Century said.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Android vending, which would be the Play Store.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can rule that out. I probably shouldn't have asked that.
Okay, so she got like some antivirus app. Like why did that SHA is different? Like it's the same. Like what version she using? She's using the latest, right?
Let me go back to Chat GPT because you said none of this applies to us. So I want to say
Yeah,
that none of this
like
applies.
like
Um,
how like like how that SHA can be different. Like we sure like the app that we release, we know like the SHA. Like and if it was like different for it was like really different, it's gonna be for all users and no users will be able to log in. But it seems some users they get the correct SHA, which and it's the same file that we did when we upload a new build. We upload only one file, so it's the same file. But for some users, they get the correct SHA, and others not. Like how like the file is already made. Like the content of the file, it's already there. So it must be that file was tampered or changed in a way. Otherwise, that SHA it would not be different.
keep Firebase SDKs up to date. Older clients plus play integrity equals flaky tokens. What Firebase SDK? Are we not? Are we up to date on our Firebase SDK?
Um, I would say yes. We're on latest, not latest, but like we can't go latest because we're still on old versions of React Native old architecture. But as for our version, we are on the latest, and all this, yeah, it could be like related to code, but I don't think it's like a versioning issue.
What
Like,
about these
I,
these little checks like app check, play integrity? There's a Firebase app check debug token. Are
yeah,
we?
that's what we're doing. Yeah, yeah. Like he's saying, it's like, are you set up in that correctly? And that's we are. Like add more like context to the AI that like it works for some users and users it does not work. This is not like the case for all our users.
Yeah, I typed that out so far. Let me ask a couple more aspects to it. So, and it also seems to be concentrated in South Africa.
I have a question. Excuse me. Is it possible to get an eSIM from another country on one of our phones to test with?
Good question.
I'm not sure if it's the eSIM. I think it's the device. I think it may be more to the device. I mean, yeah, we could try both, but I
But
think it.
those devices you said were, what was the other? Was it a Chinese phone? There was Huawei, and what was the other one?
Yeah, it was some random. What was the brand? Something I've never heard of before.
Was it a Chinese phone?
Let me find out. Let's see.
And
Spec
were those the only two brands?
Techno Canon 30 Premier. Those those and various Huawei phones. Let me see what I'm going to say. Techno Mobile.
Okay, while you're looking this up, this is giving me different input now.
Yeah, it's Chinese.
Okay, so maybe that's something. Since it's clustered in South Africa and only some Android users fail, this usually points to device environment problems rather than your SHA 256 config. The big culprits, one sec, I sneeze. Devices, what's likely happening? Devices without working Google Play services. App Check on Android relies on the Play Integrity API. Phones without Google Play services comment on some Huawei Honor models sold in South Africa or devices using MicroG can't produce a valid app check token, so Firebase rejects them. That's one possibility. Uncertified, outdated Play Store or Play services. If the device isn't Play Protect certified or the Play Store is outdated, not present, the Play Integrity call fails. Your app receives app check token is invalid. Android docs explicitly call out errors like Play Store not found. No, we didn't get that. Okay, 3, hardened, modified OS or emulators. I highly doubt that she's doing that. Bad local environments. This is a smaller slice. Bad network, wrong device time, or not signed into the Play Store. Um,
Or device time. That is something that can usually be really weird. Is like if your time is not in sync.
how would I ask her to check that?
Mm,
This is, I could
yeah.
add a temporary non-blocking telemetry path when app check fails on sign-in, log device brand model, Android version, Play Store version, and whether Google Play services, Play Store are present. As a failing, ask a failing user to check settings, Play Store version update, and Play Store protect certification. Play Store settings about Play Store. If not certified, they will keep failing. Well, that's a good question I could ask her.
If it keeps happening.
Yeah, like she can check her settings, and if it's not certified,
Oh, okay.
I mean, that would be part of it.
So yeah, it gotta be something with their device that we don't know. So we should, yes, and that, yeah, that we don't know, and we're not taking into consideration because like everything else, it's in its place. It just only like with, for some reason, with this user from South Africa. So it must be like, because like in each country there's like a manufacturer that it's well known in that country. That's like it's the dominated one.
yeah, I mean, Huawei is common. I mean, I think Huawei is actually the biggest. They sell the most phones in the world, and I do see them often in South Africa. So it's not like this is an odd case. Like I mean, Jerry's got like 50 or so that failed this, and this does say um, phones without Google Play services common on some Huawei models can't produce a valid app check token.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what our then what?
But they don't have Play services. They have to install the Play services. They have to go through a process to install it.
Does that mean that she can't install any? Or I guess she can't install any apps that have this auth check.
This app check, yeah.
Right.
But wouldn't that be quite a few?
Yeah. It
So
would
you'd think she'd have. I could maybe that's a good question. Have you ever had trouble installing other apps?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you would think this would be kind of a widespread issue. It hasn't even
Would
responded.
this be a common issue with Facebook, for example? Like if she tried to install Facebook in that country, would she have the same problem?
Probably not because Facebook doesn't use Firebase.
Hmm. What would be a common app that uses Firebase that we think should install but won't? Like Circles, for example.
what use Firebase? Think I don't know if they use it for the auth. I think Duolingo maybe. I don't know if Duolingo still uses it for the auth. I think they just use it for the database.
Hmm.
Let me check this onboarding.
Well, it's not just off. They need to be using AppCheck to protect their auth, from being spam.
All right, I'm trying to get her to respond. I asked her to check her settings. Um, if it's not certified, that's the answer, right? So it's like a lot of Huawei phones.
Well,
Phones without Google Play services, common on some Huawei models. I'm just trying to clarify if the settings tell you that you don't have Google Play services installed. Because it wasn't clear if that's the check for that. Yes, her settings showing not certified is entirely consistent with and likely causally linked to the Firebase app check token invalid. That's not what it is. That's a long answer. Yes, not certified in the Play Store settings is directly relevant and does strongly indicate the kind of environment that can cause Firebase app check token invalid. Google has a mechanism called Play Protect certification or Android certification, which validates that a device meets Google's compatibility test suite and is allowed to run Google Play, Play services, etc. If a device fails that, Google marks it as device is not Play Protect certified in the Play Store settings. Play Store settings.
This is interesting, John. I did a quick, just a basic Google search of what Huawei devices do not have Google Play services installed.
Yeah.
And it responds any Huawei device released after mid 2019, including popular models like the P40, the Mate 40, and the Mate XS does not come with Google Play services due to the US government restrictions of the company. And it says this means these devices lack pre-installed Google apps such as the Play Store, Gmail, Maps, and YouTube. You can get apps from the Huawei App Gallery, use pedal search, or find alternatives.
Uh-huh.
So it's
But
saying they
for,
use the
for
Huawei App Gallery to install most of their apps.
well, that's the case only for iOS. Sorry, for the US.
Okay.
Like this regulation, it was only applied to the US like phones.
Are
Okay.
you
But
sure? South Africa would be, also included? Maybe not.
mm, well, they did this because there was I don't know, like some laws or something like that, and while we like needed to not like to chip anything with Google related to Google in their phones, only for the US because that where was that law set. But for other countries, I don't think they will bother to do that everywhere. But I don't know.
I
I
see.
could be wrong.
Well, I'd be curious if she was using the Huawei App Gallery to install or
Exactly. Yeah,
Google
that's
Play.
what I'm suspecting. Maybe they're using alternative store, Huawei store, or anything
Mhm.
else. You
Let's
can.
find out. I think she just responded. Let's see. She sent me a screenshot of the settings. Device is not certified. There we go.
Like where did like
I gave her the instructions from ChatGPT
mm-hmm.
to go to settings and go to the tree. I don't know what
Oh, okay.
right in front of me right now, but I'm sending a screenshot in the development. But she went ahead and did that. And then here's the screenshot. And you can see at the bottom, it says
Oh,
play,
okay.
play protect, not device not certified. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so now we got something. I didn't even need you guys. I got, I got the AI telling me what to say. So I guess I
Oh,
could have done this.
we knew like those users they have something on their device for sure.
Well,
Well,
Also, like from the screenshot, it says like update Play Store.
okay, should I ask her?
I don't know. Like updating Play Store, it's not gonna be simple because it's gonna be bound to her Android version. Maybe she can update, maybe not. And
jeez.
yeah, she seems she's like on some old legacy stuff. That's why the app check is failing.
Or every Huawei phone shipped since 2019.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just re-asked my question and said, what Huawei devices in Africa do not have Google Play services installed?
Say
And
South Africa.
okay, okay. But this first answer was any new Huawei device launched in Africa after the US trade restrictions took effect in 2019 does not come with Google mobile services pre-installed,
That
including the
makes.
Google Play Store.
I would, yeah, I would expect them to be in because they're kind of we're allies. It's like
Yeah, yeah, true.
you know a Western country. They try and match our.
Yeah, this answer is a little different. It says Huawei devices in South Africa that do not have Google Play services pre-installed include the entire Huawei Pura 70 series and models like the P40, Mate 40, and P Smart 2021. These are devices with newer chipsets that use the Huawei's App Gallery and Huawei mobile services for apps and services.
Okay, so
Although,
she's going into the Huawei app gallery, probably, right?
yeah, it's probably right.
But now, what's really weird though is I sent her the link. If I send her a link, does that take her to the Huawei app gallery or the Google Play Store?
Yeah, you can take her to the whatever the other store she installed. Because even if that, yeah, you see, it's a link. Other app can be listening to that link too. I guess you can do that.
You think that link took her to the Huawei app store?
Yeah, they must be doing something for that link redirect you to the Huawei App Store.
Okay.
That might be the next
If
question.
that's
Is
the case, that we don't know.
Well,
Mm.
we need solutions. So
can we ask her if she uses the Huawei App Store?
Yeah, I just want to not confuse her.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
See, with these phones too, just kind of adding on to is that I think when the phones like this is you have to like install all the services separately. I don't know
what's
if that's accurate, but hmm.
um, where should I go next with this?
The question is I guess, I mean, do you know? Well, how do we enable? Uh, is there a way that we can have the Play Protect certification, or is that just not a chance on this phone?
To get what?
The Play Protect certification. I'm doing this right now on my Android as well, just to be sure. Here's the keyboard. Um, Google Play Protect. Okay. App security. Yep, Google Play Protect is enabled.
Since I have a quick question, can edit screen or edit profile screen be accessed anywhere other than the profile and by clicking on the avatar?
Yeah, the hamburger menu.
Hamburger menu, and then you go and click edit profile.
Yeah, and also you
That's
can
fine.
tap name your own name. I think.
Your own name. Okay, but nowhere else, right? Like nowhere else on the profile screen.
Um, no.
Okay, because the code here honestly needs some work. So I can't pinpoint the exact problem. Unfortunately, it it seems fine. The only thing I can think of is which may be a valid issue. Well, first of all, we're using refs as states here, and it's like some values change frequently, which require a re-render for on React side. So the way refs are used here, I believe, is not 100% correct. Should probably be using state in some of these that are refs. I mean, we can still use the refs, just not as they are now. We can use them for initial values, but not for changing values. I don't think that's how they're meant to be used. So, and I see there's very old code in here. Some of it even says if while you're onboarding, I guess that maybe at one point we allowed the user to upload their profile picture or something while they're onboarding, which I think is not the case anymore, right?
Sorry. Is that a question for me? I'm writing this lady back.
I'm asking, I see code related to onboarding inside edit profile screen, which I'm assuming we can't access that during onboarding. So I'm assuming this is probably all old code.
Right. You cannot. Yeah, you cannot do
I
a
think I think in
bio.
the past we allowed them to like change profile or something like that, right?
Perhaps like a profile image.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe I don't think so, but maybe. So you're
Yeah. So a lot of weird code. I see code here related to if the user's onboarding, if they're I was like, what does that have to do with the screen? Like it doesn't make any
interesting.
sense to me.
Uh,
So and then there's well, I mean, it's under edit profile. Let me see. I guess I have to look into it more. It's just the way it's used is a little weird to me. And there's stuff related to circle of trust in here. Uh, Yeah, but yeah, I think the issue is related to how states are handled, but it's weird that's not doing it for everyone and why only for this user. And on the back end, we don't see any errors related to this user when they finish this task. Like you guys can't log any errors or see any errors. But
Carrier element.
Errors for the back end.
yeah, for this user who tried to change their bio.
No, I got the session replay.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't really tell us. Well, I guess I don't see all the requests seem to be 200, so nothing failed necessarily, right?
Yeah. So
With
nothing.
that being said, are you able to pull what values he passed to
Yeah, it's in a screenshot.
in the screenshot?
Yeah, if you go in a
No, I mean the values. Let me see here. It tells you what the user passed to the API.
yeah, like user update by key.
The input. Oh wait, FSW doesn't do that.
If
Or is that the
there's
response?
if it has a trace, no, it doesn't do the response. If we have a trace, we can do the request.
So this is the request. Okay. So if you look at the request, there's no bio in there.
Right.
Okay, so that's our problem that the bio never got passed. Now the bio would be
On a side note, she confirmed the link I sent her takes her to the Play Store, and she downloaded it from the Play Store. So why is her certification not certified? Device is not certified. Why? But go ahead, Ismail. Keep going.
yeah. So if you notice that the bio is empty, so um that kind of proves my theory where somehow the state didn't update because we were using refs to update that, which I don't think is good practice. Um, Let me see. Yeah. So that's kind of my theory here is that the way we update states um, in the screen didn't work as expected because of the way we yeah, because like I said, the bio is empty, so the state didn't the ref in that case didn't update. Um, so yeah, that's kind of my theory on that. So I'm gonna refactor that screen, clean up the code, update the states properly where they're using states, not refs, and use the refs only for the initial value. So I think that should fix it. Can't seem to reproduce it, but I'm kind of pretty certain it's related to that.
Okay. Do you have a fix in mind?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like I said, I unfortunately can't reproduce it to test it. But I like I said, I'm kind of fairly confident it's related to that. And what I just saw right now kind of backs it up.
Hey, John, what happens if she taps update Play Store?
Should I have her do that?
Yeah, because so right now we're on Play Store version 48. Well, I don't even know the current version is. What I have on my Android phone that I never use is 48, and Play Protect is enabled for it. And I'm going through the Google Guide, and it says, um, try check if your device is on a list of certified devices, and then it says if your phone is there, you can try to update the Play services, but I think she should just try to do that. I see where it says update Play Store.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of Huawei phones, which was kind of expected.
want to have her tap on that and try downloading again then? Yeah.
Yeah. See if she can update it, and then yeah, she can download the app
Okay.
again.
I don't know what it does for us, like in the long run, because obviously we can't go individually to each person, ask them to do that. Um, we need some other, workaround.
I don't know how we can work around this. I mean, this is we have to almost just work. We just say screw Firebase, and Firebase is what
I mean, I have nothing but frustration towards Firebase for this is going back years. It's like I if I never had to say the word Firebase ever again, I would be very happy.
It's cool to start, but when you scale out, it starts to get frustrating.
Well, that's not good.
That's historically.
Is that right? So,
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. So, like, this for amateurs, like bigger apps don't use them.
Now I don't know about the other features. I just hear complications around authentication.
I think the app you guys were talking about yesterday or the other day, what's it called? Locket or something?
Yeah.
They started off by Firebase, but they quickly changed over to a
Why do you
different.
say that? How do you know that?
I looked it up.
You're kidding. Oh wow.
uh,
I mean, well,
um,
yeah. I would love to get rid of Firebase. I'm so sick of them. It's like
Let me
constant.
see
It's like
if
error this, error that. It's like all the time, and then it's like there's no answers. And it's. I wouldn't care if it was something minor, but this is brand new users with intent to use our product that we've worked so hard on can't use our product like that. I can't think of anything worse than that. At the moment a person decides to take a gamble on us, our company, and all our work, and say, "Yeah, I want to give them a shot," and then they can't even use it. It really it bothers me to my core. Like you can tell by my voice, like it really this frustrates me beyond belief. Like if there's alternatives, like we can be more reliable and consistent, I would like to make that a top priority. I don't know how realistic that is. What does Locket do?
I will.
let me see if I can find
So
it again.
let
Build
me.
our own version of Firebase? Or?
No. I think they're using another authentication platform.
Here's what I think is going on here is anytime we run into a problem with Firebase, most of the time, it's something in the name of security. Whether however you want to word security.
Right,
Or
right.
integrity token, it's error 39, SMS pumping, something that is just malicious and they're like trying to prevent it. And I understand where that is coming from, but it's hurting us. So I'm like saying for us to create our own one-time password system at a very simple level is not hard at all. Where it starts to become crazy is
On a side note, she updated it. It did not update the certificate. She's still getting the same Firebase error. Tokens invalid.
it still says certification.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, same one.
What's her exact model of phone? Could she share that? Running against what Huawei, what's on the database?
Okay.
Yeah, because
Settings.
I'm gonna send you a Google. This is a Google help article. Literally, like, how do you fix it? I guess we just have to search. I hate to say we gotta send people to that. But
yeah, sorry to interrupt there.
what I sent is basically a kind of a comprehensive guide on what Google says to fix it. But yeah, I would like to know her specific model number for her phone.
Okay, sure, we'll see. We don't have that in Sentry.
Oh yeah. We have our session replay easily clickable. Let's see.
Yes.
Where is it? Oh, cool. LX9.
LX9. Okay.
Let's see, Mao LX9.
Okay, so
I do not see it in here.
you don't see what?
The LX9 and the supported devices.
In other words, it's not supported.
Right.
Thus, we have this problem.
Oh God. Oh, here's a Medium article
Okay.
titled "Why does Huawei not have play services and how does this affect users?"
Yeah, model number MAOLX9.
Yep.
She sent it to me.
Mhm.
I got her EMUI version. I don't even know what that is. But
Let's see.
software version. She got GPU Turbo. Um, she's being very helpful.
Mhm. She is being very helpful.
I
Definitely.
can try with Samsung model and let you know. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's going to be going to work.
Yeah.
Should I let her try?
Sure. Yeah. Yep. So.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh wait. If you want to. Okay. I'm just supposed Stack Overflow. Okay.
Yeah,
So
what?
I don't know if this is somebody just spitting random stuff here. But it says, as new Huawei phones are banned from using GMS, if you want your app to run on Huawei, integrate Huawei mobile services.
Okay.
If you want to use auth service and you want it to run on both Huawei and Google Android phones, you can integrate both Firebase Auth, Huawei Account Kit, App Gallery, Connect Auth service. Then your app will use
Thank you.
NPC on Huawei phones while using Firebase on Android phones.
Thank you. Okay, solution. Okay, see, we're not the only ones. You know, Todd taught me this years ago when we would troubleshoot technical issues for computer repair. We're not the first ones to see the virus. We're not the first ones to see this problem. And this is back before AI. You could just Google the problem, and there's someone that wrote about it somewhere. And without fail, there's always somebody who found this problem before us and had to deal with it. So we're not alone. Like the answers are there. So it sounds like you're zeroing in on our answer.
Amine, you want to check into that Stack Overflow and see if that's something that we're able to integrate?
Yeah, I'm looking into it right now.
Right. So, and this, by the way, the same is going to be true for the invite links. We'll deal with that later. But the answers are out there. We don't have to wait for someone to tell us. Other people have experienced exactly the same thing. We're not the first.
Also, just a quick question for authentication. Did you ever consider using Twilio? Since we already use it.
Would that work, Jerry?
Authentication?
Yeah, instead of Firebase.
No, that's like, what? Let's see.
Does Lockett use Twilio?
Oh, or Twilio. I know they use something else. I forget. I forget.
Oh, well, oh,
But,
yeah. Twilio Verify API.
but Twilio has like you can. It's already integrated with like WhatsApp and all that. So it's like, or you can integrate it with WhatsApp and all that. I think easily, probably. And if I think they have a verification or authentication system, which we might be able to migrate to. Just not deal with Firebase.
No, there is a Twilio API for authentication. Um,
It seems to be the more popular choice.
mhm. I would say Twilio would probably be more enterprise than Firebase.
JD, I think AWS Incognito will also be, if you
Uh,
approve.
You said AWS Cognito?
Yes,
Yeah, I dealt with Cognito before.
since
Oh,
we are
here's
using
what.
services.
Uh, I don't know how to pronounce this. Prelude, I think, or something. I think that's what Lockett is using. Here, I'm gonna post it in development. Um, is what I think is I forgot where I read it and I forgot how like reliable the source is, but I think this is what's their name Lockett is using. But again, that doesn't mean that it's better than Twilio, but that's what they decided to use.
Yeah. Which one did you say they're using?
I just sent it in development.
Prelude.
I think so.
Okay.
Oh wait, is that it or am I? Let's see.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, they have this is like their website. I think that's what I'm pretty sure that's what they're using, or at least that's what I read. But like we don't necessarily have to use the same one, but I'm just saying that they moved from Firebase to this. That's what they did. That's what I read. Again, I don't know how reliable that source is.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay. Well,
but this is an option. Twilio is an option.
Twilio is an option, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say it's very much an option. And there's other known ones, but I feel like since we're using Twilio and it seems to be the number one recommended, and I asked like AI and other places, so
Yeah, I think
uh,
we
maybe it's worth
got
looking into.
Firebase a long time ago. Um, what do you
We've
got?
had issues with Twilio in the past, though.
What's that?
We've had issues with Twilio in the past, though.
Yeah, I don't love Twilio as an option, but this other one may be better. What do you think? I mean, are you looking at what Ismail and Jerry been?
We also have to see if it's compatible with React Native.
I'm looking into the Huawei thingy.
Okay.
Um, I don't know, like I asked ChatGPT about it, how we can integrate it. It was like you can't do it directly because Firebase doesn't allow any other services than Google services, which makes sense. So it's like it's tricky, but you can do it. Here's steps. Um, right now, yeah, I'm still reading on the documentation. If it's
So that
this,
already sounds like a bad idea.
yeah, and also I don't know, like now we're gonna be handling Huawei and Google. Like what else?
Yeah,
What
I don't
else?
like it. I don't like that idea.
Is
I
like a
want
Xiaomi. We have to do the same thing for Xiaomi, and
right. Forget all that. You know, Todd sent over that same thing where it said like Facebook, Instagram, they're not using that because it's more for smaller companies, startups to use Firebase.
yeah, yeah, that's the case. With Firebase, if you're just starting, that's good because it's labeled as a backend as a service. If you don't want to write backend code
Right.
to the whole sort of stuff, you just use Firebase. It's like a really solution. But as you scale, it introduces a lot of issues and problems.
Oh
That's
boy, yeah, it sure does. And we don't need all that. So what without having to create a whole nother app or backend, what do we?
well, we'll use Twilio for authenticating with the phone numbers. Uh, it's just like we have to. I'm not sure if there is any, but like we have to have like a good plugin. If Twilio supports plugin, like for example, a good plugin for authentication with phone number, because you have to protect your API. I like Firebase does that on a lower scale, and all of that. Like if anyone tries to spam you and do the rate limiting, do all the requirement checks without being super strict, that you logging out users you need. So we can use Twilio and it's Firebase for authentication. But again, we have all users with Firebase. I don't know like how this is gonna be this migration. And like we
I think for also the other option I sent, the one that Lock uses, I feel like also a strong point for them was it was a lot cheaper than Firebase.
What cheaper and
Yeah.
better?
Well, for them it worked better and it was a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
And
but
also I think Firebase has this something where you can export all the contacts you have or the phone numbers so you can migrate it to a different platform so we don't lose our current users.
well, and also,
Um,
I don't know, maybe you guys could tell me if we did migrate to a different service, even the ones that are pre-existing with Firebase, it's not like they're locked out, right? They're already logged in. So if they log out, then they just have to log in again with a new, and we'll have an alternate to Firebase. Everything should be okay, right?
Well,
yeah,
it's not,
that's the
but it's
surface.
not that simple, isn't it? I mean, because like when they log in, they have their user keys that they need to obviously get back, and I don't know how they're handled on the back end. Like, if we use a different authentication for the current users, would the user key just get returned after they
Well,
authenticate, or does Firebase handle? Oh, I know the store number, so they repopulate that user key.
Yeah, this is more like backend. There's user keys, there's GUI, like GUI IDs that we rely on. That's mostly backend use. So as like on the service, the front end, it's not a lot of work, but it's really is gonna be the back end that handles this migration.
Okay. By the way, so
Yeah,
you
and
got
one
in
thing
on
I
a
also oh
Sure.
I was gonna say we can also export all the numbers from Firebase. Looks like there's a way to export them. Again, I'm just looking this up in the AI. This is very high level, but one thing to consider as well.
Okay. So this service that Locket uses, is it a third party that we could access?
Looks like it is compatible with React Native, but then we have to do more research. But yeah,
I
I mean,
think
it's an option to compare while before we make a final decision about like Toyo or whatever. It's just we have to look at all our options and then make a final decision so that we don't regret it later.
Okay. What were you gonna say? I mean,
yeah, but his question is this like compatible React Native? Yes. But still, they say like this guide is work in progress. Like they have the documentation how to implement this with Firebase, sorry, with the React Native. But they have like a warning at the top. This guide is a work in progress. So maybe this is new. Like the React Native work they're doing is new. I'm talking about like this prelude.
what
This-
it's new for React Native? Is that what you're saying?
from the documentation. That's what they say. Like the guide. So there's like a documentation how to implement in React Native. In that documentation, it says it's a work in progress. The documentation, it's a work in progress. So if that says anything, it says like their React Native plugin, it
Yeah.
it's work in progress.
Okay.
So it looks like the cost, like here, if you just want to do a quick comparison between the Twilio and this, it says that this one has a superior fraud detection, higher deliverability, and the cost of this is very well, cheap compared to other platforms.
Fraud
Which
detection. I know fraud detection is what screws us in the end. I'm afraid that we switch to it, and then there's other stuff, quote fraud protection that screws us.
Well, if it's done properly, I guess it won't be annoying. But also, you know, you also, I mean, it's not a bad thing either.
and you're talking about Twilio or this other? What's it called?
No, I'm saying that the other one has better fraud detection than Twilio, and it's cheaper.
Oh, better. Okay. According,
Well,
but
just to add more, Twilio is just a way to send SMS. That's all.
yeah.
It doesn't handle. If we're gonna use Twilio, then we had to do our own stuff to make sure everything is good. Well, these kind of services, they all use Twilio under the hood. Just like they add a layer of fraud protection and all of the other complexity.
Okay. Well, we're not the only ones doing this. So what does everybody else do? I mean, there's millions of apps. What is everyone else doing when Firebase is too limited? When you know we're a bigger company, international. What does everybody else do that's in our shoes? Do you want me to ask AI? Like, come on, anybody?
Well,
You do some more research to try to come up with the answer. But you have to compare between services, see which one works for our use case.
Okay. I mean, our use case is we're a React Native app when we want users all over the world. That's really all it boils down to. We don't need any, we don't need anything more special. We want to be protected just like any other app wants to be protected. And we want it to work. It's not, I feel like it's pretty straightforward. So what do other apps do that want to get downloads around the world? In the React Native apps, I should say. I'll go ahead and ask my AI friend here.
And somebody was saying a point against using like Prelude, or I know Twilio said we have to build our own auth solution, but he had something. Prelude, I guess, is the same thing. It doesn't do it doesn't actually handle authentication. It just handles the one-time password.
What does it do? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I'm asking if anybody had any points against using Prelude.
I think Amine was saying it's still kind of experimental for React Native.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not sure. Well, the documentation, I just like the documentation is. They said the documentation it's a work in progress.
To be fair, is that Firebase React Native is the same thing. It's not actually, to my knowledge, I don't think the actual Firebase team supports.
Yeah, it's not.
Native.
No,
Yeah.
it's the community that's having.
Oh, so Firebase is like not even really supported for React Native,
It is more like by the community,
right? Which is a shoehorn kind of thing. We're not really
Yeah.
not built for us. So there is some. Again, we are not the only ones. It's a huge world, millions of apps and app developers all around the world. They're doing something, and they're not thinking about it every day like we are. They set it up and it works every day, and they move on to other things. And that's what I want to do. Not have to worry about this. We've been worrying about this for years. So let's put it to rest here. Let me see what is the best alternatives. Firebase, what are the best? Correct.
But we don't want to say Firebase. We want to be specific. We want to say
I said for,
SMS.
I said for a React Native app.
Yeah, for a React Native app, we're doing SMS authentication, and because let's say like a lot of apps, like majority of apps, don't use SMS authentication. Yes, they have. Yes, they have before.
Yeah,
I'm
good
going to
point.
say more don't than do.
For the SMS authentication, added that part, and we still want to prevent fraud and malicious actors. So let's see what.
Yeah. Also, I'm pulling up a quick chart here that I had AI for me. It looks like Twilio, yeah, might not be our best option because it needs custom backend work. So it gives us maximum flexibility, but that also means there's a lot of work that needs to be done on the backend to, you know, detect fraud and all that. So I would probably rule that out already.
Yeah, like Amin was saying, it's like it gives you the front door, but
Correct.
the back door is wide open.
Yeah. So that's where another like so the three options that I see are valid is Prelude, I think it's called, and then Off Zero, and then Clerk. But still, I think the one that what's it called?
I wonder what the Walmart app uses. The Walmart app is, Walmart's one of the biggest companies in the world. They use React. Their app is React Native. I'm going to ask as soon as the AI.
Yeah, but do they authenticate using your phone number?
Well,
That like
sure
that's the thing.
also Walmart. I think it's just U.S. Right? They only exist in U.S.
Probably Canada. I know they're in Mexico for sure.
Oh, the issue that we have right now, it's not with the U.S. It's like with other countries where
Chinese.
people are not using like
Yeah.
phones or wireless.
Let's see.
Yeah, but also I don't think you log in through your phone number only. Like you probably have to sign up, like email, password, or Google, or you make your account. So therefore, you also have to make sure it's they're used like similar to our use case. So Locket is a good example for that.
This one's recommended some of the same stuff you just read off. Ismail, Auth Zero, Stitch, Clerk, Dscope. I'll share this link. It's still like writing. I'll share this link in a second, but If you
Yeah,
can,
the only thing with Auth Zero apparently is that fraud detection is more of a, like an add-on, not its core focus.
I see. Okay. If
Where the
yeah,
other one
mobile
is
SMS onboarding without Firebase, but still keep strong abuse defenses. Think of it as 3 layers as you mix and match 3 layers. Huh? Okay, so 1 layer would be auth provider. 2 is number delivery plus telecom fraud defenses. 3, device trust and fraud scoring without using.
yeah. And then again, you have Clerk. Another one is or yeah, Clerk. I think it's called. It's not optimized for mobile only. It's like more of a generic authentication, where the other one is uh, the other one is more mobile uh, focused or optimized. So and then the one more thing is that they have, or according to them, global when it comes to global focus, because that's one thing I had to compare. It says that it's optimized for global form delivery with intelligent routing to ensure high success rates.
Which one was
So,
that?
and that's Prelude, I think it's called. I don't know how to pronounce that story. But yeah, that's the same one that Locker uses, the one I said on the development channel.
Okay.
So yeah, looking at it now, it looks like that's our best option, honestly.
Okay. Yeah. So
Which one
auth.
is it now?
Yeah, the Prelude one.
Oh wait, Prelude one. Okay.
Yeah.
Off zero. Let's see.
That one. Read what I just sent into this development channel. There's a link to this again because there's.
So off zero, I would say like the main selling point with Prelude to compare out zero, it has better fraud detection, but then at the same time it's optimized to ensure high success rates. So when better fraud detection also means that it doesn't, people who are not actually a threat are not considered a threat. So like when it says better fraud detection doesn't mean it's necessarily just more strict. It could also mean that it's better at actually detecting what is a fraud and what's a user. So that is just one thing to consider when they say that. But what are the selling points for Off Zero, Jerry? That maybe.
I was just looking at what they're saying. I was looking at their sales page. It's like higher rate limits, multi-factor authentication, role-based access control, um, basic attack protection. Hmm. Um, I don't know. I've heard of Off Zero before.
I have two, but one also thing about Prelude is one. If you go to it and the homepage that I sent, it's literally the very homepage is them authentication, authenticating mobiles through text message. Like it's like
I,
this is literally what they're built for.
I'm with you on this.
Yeah,
I'm with you on this because Off Zero did not do that. Off
yeah,
Zero just blah blah blah. We do AI, but Prelude is saying no, we're specializing in phone verification, which is something that's very very niche. And it's, like I said already, it's not common.
yeah. So delivered on autopilot in 230 countries on 5 channels. So it looks like yeah, they're focused on authentication and worldwide too. So they hit two of our major checkpoints.
Yeah. Um.
That was the auth zero or the Prelude.
No, the Prelude.
And I mean, you're looking at a Prelude too for React Native. What are your thoughts?
Well, I didn't really locked. I'm just like going through the documentation, not through the code. This seems like they have the two things that we need, like the sign in and the verification. But again, and also like they don't support Expo. Like their React Native is like it's like it works with Expo. Um,
Are you saying,
That's a good thing.
yeah, they are? So they are
yeah,
well
they are.
suited.
Huh?
They are well suited for.
Yeah, they have an SDK for the React Native with Expo. That's
with
good.
like history and seasoning. It's not new, brand new, experimental.
Well, from the like their repo, let me tell you when, like the
Yeah.
first time that they created the repo, like
Okay.
um, I think it's 9 months ago, something like that.
So it's pretty new.
Yeah, it is new, and also yeah, it's a 9 months ago in January, and their repo, like the React Native one, it has only one issue and 0 star. Like, let me see the npm package, how many downloads to get in. They have like a 200 weekly downloads. That's not a lot. They're new. Um, like for React Native, I don't see they like have like work going on. Like I mean, they're maintaining their library. Like through 2 weeks ago, the last changes they did to keep it updated. But there's not like I don't see a lot of people using it from what I'm seeing from the downloads from the repo
Hmm.
activities. I don't see a lot of people using it.
But this is what Locket uses.
Yeah, I'm just saying like what I'm looking at.
Hmm. Well, take a look at what I sent. Maybe those other options are good options. There's several options.
Yeah, um, like odds, the auth zero. I will say it's complex as Firebase.
Okay.
It's yeah, it's they have a lot of things going on too. So if we're gonna go with odd zero, just let's just stick with fires. It's not worth it.
Okay.
I don't know about this stitch, the scope, the AWS car. Yeah, I don't amplify. Yeah, I heard the number. I never worked with it. This clerk. Yeah, I see a lot of mostly. I think people like they're paid to promote the clerk. But like it's the clerk, it's like it's well known in the community.
Clerk. Okay. So
Yeah, I never used, but yeah, I never used them. I don't know like what's the gotcha, what's the issues they're gonna be bringing. So yeah, mm,
So just one thing about Click to understand is that they're not mobile only. They're
oh,
more of an authentication in general that can
mm,
be used for mobile. They're not mobile specialized.
okay,
Like just one thing to consider.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like the Prelude one is like the best option. But the only thing is, as you mentioned, I mean, it looks like it's not very popular yet. It's fairly new,
Mm,
which can be tricky when it comes to debugging it. For example, like
yeah.
you won't have a lot of people. If there's not a lot of people using it, that means there's not a lot of um,
Well,
solutions for problems they might face online.
if they are new, then they don't have a lot of clients. At least since we're gonna be paying them, at least we're gonna be having some like support we want if we have an issue. Maybe that's gonna be an advantage for us. You know, if we're having an issue and we're gonna be like, hey, we need your help. This is your stuff. So and we can go on a call with them and help us debug the issue. And since I think if they are not having a lot of clients, we will be having this.
that's a good thing or bad thing?
That's a good thing
Okay.
because
Now
like
with
you
clerk.
will be having problems either ways, but like the support, it's like which that's what's different between the services. If they're gonna be able to provide support if we
Maybe we
need.
can test the water with that. I mean, so like maybe before we go with them, we like kind of just send them a message and see how responsive they are to get a feel of, hey, does it take them a week, a day, a month to get back? And if they do, are they like, do they seem excited to help? Or that kind of can give us an idea of,
Mhm.
Oh
about
yeah,
the company culture.
it, anytime I talk Firebase support, that is a pain.
Exactly. Like if it's like if we're like reaching out and they were like open a ticket, then I'll be like, no, like because like you have to open a ticket and then it will be like just matched with some agent and you have to explain once and twice and the same thing. It's not gonna be helpful. But if like you'll be like, hey, yeah, I'm having an issue, there's that. They were like giving you like actionable steps that you can actually do. Maybe go on a call with you or something. That's super helpful.
Yeah, that kind of shows that they're hungry. They want to grow. So yeah, we can test that without having before we make the switch. So that's a good thing.
Okay. Um, do we want to make a switch? I'm messaging this lady back here, but do we want to make a message? Or sorry, do we want to make a switch?
I would say on the long term, it's going to be harder to make the switch. And it looks like we're having a lot of trouble with Firebase as is. I mean, you just said that if you don't want to deal with it ever, you prefer that.
Mhm.
So I think if anything, we're already too late. Or we're already late enough to make the switch. And if we that's something we want to do, the earlier we do it, I feel like it'll be the easier it will go.
Is it gonna hurt anything like people that already downloaded the app and have Firebase?
Uh, we have to see. I mean, Lockett made the switch, like they migrated, so we know it's possible. How
Yeah.
easy is it going to be? That's a different story.
Yeah. Okay. Um, 1 second. Let me finish this message.
Also, I mean, so it is going to be heavy on back end, not front end. I mean, there's going to be some work there, obviously, but is it going to be more heavy on back end?
Yeah, I'm start looking through documentation. I don't think it's too crazy.
I just have to go drop my daughter off. I'll be gone for like maybe 20 minutes or so. So I'll be back.
Okay.
John, can I also go?
Yeah, that's fine. Thinking of it. Yeah. I'm trying to ask this person to help us with the invite link situation. I feel like it's gonna be more of the same. I'm trying to word this right.
Give me 5 real quick. I'm gonna go warm up some lunch for me.
Okay. All right, we'll see what she says. Um, so I mean, Ismail took off, but all right. I mean, what do we do? I feel like we're just letting days burn by and not really. I mean, we're making some progress. We are definitely solving issues. I have to keep in perspective, but we keep finding new ones.
Hmm.
What should we do here?
Well, anyways, if we're gonna migrate, if we make our mind we wanted to migrate, we first need to do a research like what's the best solution for us.
Yeah.
And that's we have to like do more searching of other like popular apps, what they're using, and if we can like get a hand or like get a like a quick chat from one of the engineer or anything like just to help us to make a decision. So the migration too, it's not gonna be like a day solution. And if you want to continue with what we have right now, it's again um that tell us one thing that we're not ready for international users.
Oh, we're ready.
I
We're
mean,
ready. It's happening. So
okay, but like we cannot lock them in.
we can. I mean, lots and lots get in. You know,
Only like okay, so
many thousands and thousands are getting in.
okay, all right.
I mean,
So this is
I
like the
started a chat. You might even be in it. I started a chat a couple days ago. It's called Meet the World, and we're putting international users in it. And something really cool happened over the weekend. Everyone in there was sharing like their stories, where they're from, and just
nice.
like what's going. Yeah, it was really cool. Really, really cool. So it's
So
yeah.
mhm. If it's the case, then like what we're trying to like I had like like I thought like we're having like problem with all international users, but like here we're fixing it for like what is it like the 20% of the users like international users.
50, let's say 50, because I think probably a good 25, 30% just download it and sit there on the welcome screen for some reason. I don't know why what people
Hmm.
do that, but I see it a lot. But yeah, I think at least 50% who want to get in can get in. At least 50. It might be as high as 75%. It's enough to where I don't want to turn my back on it.
Yeah, I just like this will help us to know like to migrate or not. You know,
Oh
if it's like even like if it's 50, then it's not worth migration. You know, like because like the rest still don't like log in and everything. But if it was like below and all mostly all users, I would say yeah, it's a good solution. It's a good thing to do. But like right now, I'm just thinking about like things that we can do right now. It sounds a lot like not like the majority of users are being locked in. Then maybe we can go more on with what we have right now and try and fix it for those users. Probably like I don't know, like provide different authentication mechanism for them besides the phone number. Maybe like log in with an email, log in, I don't know, like with their like provider Gmail or what they're using.
hmm
Um yeah, we don't have to be, but yeah, again, I know like we're doing phone numbers to keep away the trolls. Um
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, Locket uses phone numbers.
no, for me it was a Gmail.
That's true.
When I just did it like I don't know like 3 days, 5 days ago, it was for me the Gmail. Like they asked for my email. I said Gmail, but they asked for my email. That was
That's
an Android from Morocco, so they probably were like, "Oh yeah, those people you don't like. They're not familiar with phone numbers, SMS, and all of that. They just do emails, or maybe they had problems too. I were facing with international users,
I
and
forgot that they did the email option. That's crazy. They gave up on. I think wasn't it a phone option on iOS? Oh, like maybe we.
Android right now, like the Gmail.
Mm,
Sorry, the Android was an email for sure. Let me try the iOS right now.
okay. Hmm, I forgot about that. That's crazy. If that's like they gave up on it.
Yeah, and that was Android. So maybe because of the issue, it's the same issues we're having. Let me
Yeah,
see if they're doing phone number for iOS, that's like yeah, it's gonna confirm it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was already logged in. I don't know how to. Let me. Oh, okay. Don't.
Delete the app and re-onboard.
It was already deleted. Um.
That's interesting.
Yeah. How do I log out? Sign up. Create an account. Yeah, it's an email for iOS.
It is an email.
Yeah, they're asking for my email. Um.
Wow. Huh. So, so like when you get to the screen where asks you to invite your friends, how do they suggest anybody to you? What are there suggestions?
They ask me for my contacts.
They still ask you for your contacts, right?
Yeah.
I see. Right. I see.
But like the authentication mechanism, it's the email.
Okay.
Let me let me try to get an email from them. Maybe I can get what they're using for. Um, yeah, there's I don't know that link. Let me see. Maybe that's it. Looks like a Firebase link. It looks like so.
What's a Firebase link?
So when I did registered, like I did enter my email,
Uh-huh.
they do send you like a verification link in your email app.
Right. Except that, yeah, that's much more reliable. It's not because there's no phone carrier or anybody getting away.
Yeah, and that link, how it's being formatted, it looks like it's a Firebase link. I'm not really sure, but it looks like it. So that tells like they're using Firebase for email verification.
Okay.
No, let me just. Yes, because yeah, it is Firebase. They're using Firebase for email authentication.
Okay. Right. Um, that's a problem for us because like we don't want to allow trolls, and they don't really care because you can't just like message people and lock it.
Yeah.
So ours is a little different.
Well, that says they said that they had issues with the phone. For them, it was like easier to go with the email because that's not
True.
but yeah.
So should we try and account for the Huawei situation then with Firebase, or was that getting tricky? You were saying.
Well, I feel like a lot of users did not get in, but if we're just gonna do it for like small chunks of users or small to medium chunks of users, then yeah, we can look into how to let those users in too. But is it like a good solution long term? I would say no.
Yeah. Yeah. When Jared was first reading about it, it sounded like there was this additional plugin
I don't think it's a plugin.
Okay. The way it sounded was like, oh yeah, you just do this for Huawei phones. But then when Amine was reading it, it sounded shaky. So I don't know. I mean, is it not like
Yeah, it's not like a thing that we can do with Firebase. It's like we're gonna have another like we're gonna add something like Firebase but for Huawei, you know? And we have to know whether to use the Huawei one or the Firebase.
yeah. See. Okay, well, let's deal with some of the other things. I'll think about that a little bit. If you look at the other, I'm concerned that we are getting that button cut off by inputs. Because remember that we had I put it in
Yeah,
this Slack.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that session replay if the user was struggling pressing the button and the keyboard going up and down. That says, yeah, that means he was like the button was like behind the keyboard. He was trying to press it.
Yeah, probably right.
Yeah.
And then we did have that other user say her text input was behind the keyboard. So I think we might have made a change to the keyboard inadvertently in the last few weeks because that was never a problem before. It was always perfectly reliable.
Well, we did not like we didn't. Yeah, we did for onboarding. We did changes for onboarding, but not like the chat. The chat, it's like it's really not related to onboarding in any way. So
You don't think you could have made a change to the keyboard in a global way?
no, like the changes they were like locally for onboarding.
You're 100% positive about that. Because like you're using that library that makes the input move up and down.
Yeah, but like the library gives you the tool, and we use the tool inside the onboarding files.
Okay?
That I still remember, it was like mostly onboarding files.
So
It
you
was
don't,
not like it was not like files that are shared by between onboarding and
and you. But
chat.
how sure are you? Are you 100%
I have
sure?
to go through the code and see. But yeah, I'll be working on this issue, and I'll keep that in my mind to see how to debug that first. But that's my initial thought.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Take a look at that, and then I forgot we did those changes last week to for the WhatsApp thing. Like we don't even know it yet. I guess I have so much on my mind. I forgot we made the changes but did not implement them. So perhaps invites will work in South Africa when we implement that and release it, right?
Um, like fixing the that keyboard issue.
No, for WhatsApp invites.
Oh yeah, the WhatsApp invite. Yeah, that's different. Yeah,
That's still not. Wait, you said you still have work to do on it?
yeah, I have to do work on it.
Yeah, and I'm let me see if the number was linked yet.